Let's begin our meditation by taking a few slow, deep breaths and relaxing down into our own inner knowing. For within you, you have all of the answers. We shall simply reflect back to you what you already know. So inhale now. Inhale light and love and energy. Slowly inhaling, filling your body with light and love and energy. And now exhale. And as you exhale, imagine that any tiredness, tightness in your body, limitations are releasing with the breath. Take another inhale, feeling yourself becoming lighter, more energized, filled with love. Now exhale any negativity, any limitations. Allow them to move out through the breath. One more breath. Again, inhaling peace and love. And as you inhale this time, imagine your energy expanding out from your body, filling the room. And as you exhale, releasing again any limitations, anything that's holding you back from a deeper understanding. I was asked by someone this week about the dream state. So I'm going to ask Damon to talk about the dream state, how it can be useful to us. Your waking state is a kind of dream state. When you think about your consciousness and what is involved and what that entails, it is so much greater than what you experience in the physical body in the waking state. The waking state then is as if you are in a play and you have a character that you have chosen, and you are playing that character. And just like any play, there are themes. There is a storyline. Now, there are choices within the storyline, but you come here with themes. Themes that you want to explore. Just as the author of a play explores themes. And in a good play, transformation happens. And that is why you are here, to transform, to broaden your horizons, let's say, to open up yourself to possibilities that you may or may not have considered. Now you are saying, well, what does that have to do with the dream state? The dream state is a very interesting place. It's a multifaceted place. It serves many purposes in aiding you to explore this reality. It can be a creative state. There are artists and musicians who dream, quote unquote, their next work of art. Some dream that work completed. Others receive bits and pieces of information that they can then piece together like a puzzle to create their work of art. And in reality, you are each and every one of you a work of art. So the biggest and most important work of art that you will create is yourself. And sometimes there are hints in your dream state that will help you do that very thing. And sometimes the dream state is used as a kind of cleansing process. Sometimes a nightmare is a cleansing of emotions, is a way to release energies that are trapped inside of you that need to come out, are ways of realizing that you are holding on to certain emotions that may need expression. And there are many ways to express emotions in a healthy fashion. Because sometimes you're holding on to an emotion that may be damaging to you, but once you see it and release it, it no longer holds power. And one of the biggies, the big emotions that hold power, the biggie is fear. And there are times when you are limiting yourself because you have a fear. Now, it may be a fear that you are not aware of in your conscious daily life. A dream can bring that fear to light. So we suggest that you begin to track your dreams. Just writing a few simple lines that will remind you of a dream upon awakening can be extremely helpful. And you may say, but I don't remember my dreams. Whether you remember them or you don't remember them, they're still working. They're still doing their job. But if you begin to record even so much as, I saw the color red, okay? If that's all you remember, then write that down. I saw the color red. And maybe it won't make sense now, but it will in some future time. Because as you focus on remembering your dreams, you will remember more and more. We're not suggesting that you go into a deep psychological exploration here, but that you go in as a curious child would go in to the dream state. And that you begin to write down what you remember. Sometimes you will get flashes during the day, just flashes of information, which may have been something you explored in your dream, but you didn't remember it. Be aware that when you set the intention to explore your dreams, things will begin to open up. You will begin to get glimpses. Sometimes, if you have a nightmare, it doesn't necessarily mean that whatever you're dreaming will come true. It may mean that this is a fear that you have been holding on to, and it's coming up so that you can see it. Because often you hold on to limitations and fears that you are not aware of, but yet, because they're in there, they are influencing the decisions that you make, and they are influencing what will be attracted to you. So it's not just about you making conscious decisions, it's also about what will be available to you. And perhaps the biggest lesson of being human is how to recognize, deal with, and overcome fear. Because fear can be a legitimate helper in that, let's say, you're cooking over an open fire and you have a healthy fear of getting yourself burned. You're not going to stick your hand in or grab a hot pot without some kind of protection. And that's a kind of fear that can be helpful. But there are other fears that have come about through experiences that are no longer working. to help you. Let's say you were a child that was very precocious, and you would stand in front of the television and dance and sing when you heard the music, but your parents didn't think that was funny. They thought you were being annoying, and so they punished you. And every time you would dance and sing, you would be punished. Then you develop a fear of dancing and singing in public. Because even though you have the desire to do it, it always seemed to bring this negative result. But as you grow older, you realize what they wanted. They just wanted to watch the news, and you were, disrupting that. You may have a dream about it. And the dream may show you that yes, it's okay to get up and perform in front of people. It isn't dangerous. So you develop patterns. And dreams can be very helpful in allowing you to see and experience what your patterns are. So that you can then change those patterns should you desire to change the pattern. So watch what you do in your dreams, how you approach a difficult situation. And as you begin to work in your dreams and with your dreams, then you can become more conscious in your dreams. So that if you wish to change a pattern, it will come up in the dream and you can change it. Because in the dream, you can do whatever you want. And that will help you to change the pattern in your daily life. Now, if you will look at these exercises as being fun, being make-believe, it will be much easier for you to begin to utilize the dream state. And if you're having trouble remembering your dreams, start with daydreams. Just allow yourself to go into a relaxed state and create a dream. Create a daydream. If, for instance, you've always wanted to learn to ski, imagine yourself daydreaming that you're skiing down some fantastic mountain in the Alps. And it's beautiful, and you handle those skis like an expert, like an Olympian athlete. And just let yourself daydream. And when you can do that, you will find it will start to influence your night dreaming. And then you can really begin to utilize the state. You may begin to experience out-of-body travel, where you can suggest while you're dreaming that you want to go visit some place or someone, and find yourself suddenly transported there. It's a highly creative state. It's a state that's good for cleansing old emotions, old patterns. And it can also be very entertaining. So enjoy working with your dreams in order to enhance your waking state. And we wish you sweet dreams. Channeling is over, and it's time to return to waking consciousness. If you wish to fall asleep now, you can turn off the recording. Otherwise, we're going to begin to wake up as I count backwards from 5 to 1. 5. Feel your consciousness in your physical body now. Moving your consciousness down from your head, through your neck, your chest, arms, abdomen, legs, and feet. 4. Begin to gently move your body. Gently move, sway back and forth. Feel your physical body. 3. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Allow yourself to yawn and just open up and allow all that air, the breath, to come in. 2. You're feeling more awake and more alert. 1, you're feeling better than ever before and ready to have a wonderful day.